Well, welcome back, everybody. In this video, I will be recapping yesterday's results and give you my best picks and leans for today's MLB slate. Look, I treat sports betting as an investment vehicle. I don't look at it as gambling. I treat it as sports investing through diligent research using the industry's top tools like Outlier.bet. I treat my bankroll as my business, and you should too. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps more sports bettors like you find this so I can help you bet smarter and win long term. Now let's talk some MLB betting. Yesterday we went 7 and 3 with a profit of 2.89 units and a 25% return on investment. We had a nice 4 and 2 day on an opening day of MLB and are now up 14 units on the month and 25 units on the year. Drop a comment. How did your bets go yesterday? Now onto the bets. Bet number one, probably my most confident pick, is going to be Kevin Gausman under 5.5 Ks in the Orioles and Blue Jays matchup. In 4 of the last 5 games versus Baltimore, at home, he has gone under this and went under both games last year versus them. Both were at home. Baltimore's bats are scorching after yesterday, and while Barrios got 5 Ks, Gausman's K numbers dropped significantly last season. Gausman's K rate dropped 31% to 21% last season, and his top 2 pitches dropped whiff rates 43% to 33% and 35% to 60 to 26% for the splitter and the slider last year. That's a ton. Reports are he's looking better in spring ball, but he only pitched 3 outings, reaching 38, 53, and a 64 pitch count. I really don't think they let him go a full 6 innings unless he's severely under in the pitch count. I can see him getting to 80, but I think he would need 6 innings to find his 6th strikeout. In 105 at-bats versus the starting lineup from yesterday, he has 20 strikeouts. That's a 19% K rate, and he might see 21 batters today, which equates to around 4 Ks. If we look over here at Outlier.bet, clearly he hit 3 and he hit 2 against them last year. Last year, he has a 5.02 earned run per 9 against Baltimore, and he had 3.14 strikeouts per 9. If we look down here even more data here from Outlier.bet, Baltimore's batting versus right-hand pitching last year was ranked 11th at a 21% strikeout rate, which falls right around that 19 strikeout rate that I project for today. Gausman also was right around the 21% strikeout rate last year. And if we look at the pitch arsenal, he really throws that fastball about 50% of the time. And when we go down to the players here, most of the players here do not strike out often to the fastball. His strikeout pitches are the splitter and the slider, which, yes, these players do tend to strike out a little bit more to that. But I just don't think Gausman's going to have it in him to find that 6th strikeout, and I really trust the Baltimore offense right now. So I'm fairly confident in that one. I got that one. I gave that one out to my members at minus 136 from FanDuel. So lock that one in. That's one I really like. On to the second bet of the day. I like a 2-leg same game parlay in the Braves and Padres game. That is going to be Luis Arias to get 1 hit and Dylan Cease for 5+ strikeouts. And that was a 0.5% play for minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, Reyes got a hit in 76% of games last season, 73% at home, and owns a .423 batting average in 26 at-bats versus Ronaldo Lopez. Reyes also has had a very nice spring, hitting .343 and coming off a game yesterday where he did not get a hit, and he went 0-2. If we look at his chart, all we really see is green here. 87% head-to-head when facing the Braves. So all the games last year, I guess I can't really say this was last year. I do believe this was all of last year, though. There's only 2 games he did not get a hit in, and I really like that trend. And we want to take his home games. 2 games that he did miss were in the home games, but one of them was yesterday. So I really do think he can bounce back here. I think he can have at least find a hit. Obviously, we need the pitchers to pitch to him. That's probably the biggest thing. Pitchers definitely like to avoid him. He's a high contact hitter. He's led the league in hits one year, and last year he finished second in most hits. So pitchers know he's lethal. They usually like to pitch around him. He sits right after Tatis, batting second in the order. So I really do like this play today. For him to go 2 games and not get a hit in a row, it's happened. But as you can see here, last 20 games, there's 2 games here and 2 games here back to back. He did not get hits. Both were at home. But I just think he can come out of the gates here and find a hit. Going to Dylan Cease's part, Cease was really hot early last season, and at home he catched 5+ in his first 12 games and 13 of 15 at home overall, while hitting 11 against the same Braves team. And if you look at that chart, holy smokes! At home, there's only 2 games last year he missed and did not hit the 5 strikeouts. Um, Also, last year, yesterday, the Padres used a ton of arms. As King, their starting pitcher, he only went less than 3 innings, so they should want Cease to get into the 6th if possible. And the Braves struck out 24% to right-handed pitchers last year, which was bottom 10 in the league. Um, what I really like to look here, what was I looking at yesterday? I guess it was last night that I was looking at these. Yeah, I mean, Dylan Cease's strikeouts just pop off the chart. 94th percentile at almost a 30% strikeout rate. And then we go down to versus Dylan Cease. We've got almost every single batter, 50% strikeout rate, 28%, 22%, 42%, 25%, 66%, 33%, 40%. And really, Michael Harris is the only one that's sitting around still 20%. Um, 5 at-bats, good for at least 1 strikeout. Obviously, he's not going to see these guys 5 times, but I do think Cease has the length in this game, and I also think he can sit enough of the Braves down to find his 5th strikeout. It might take to the 5th inning to get there, but I really do like these 2 plays as my top plays of the day. Now I've got a couple of leans. Um, they're basically leans because I am currently working with my Major League Baseball model, and yesterday the model picks went a 2-1. Cashed the Athletics first 5 money line, and we cashed the Orioles money line, which was a dog money. So we're gonna go right back to the Orioles money line here. It was dog money today. Look, they just come in scorching hot after yesterday, and I just believe they can keep that going. I'm not a believer in this Blue Jays offense, and the pitching advantage has to go to the Orioles as they did not use any top bullpen arms yesterday. So I think even if Charlie Morton struggles a little bit, which this will be his first start with the Orioles, I do think that I really do think that they can bring out the bullpen arms and they can shut down the Blue Jays offense if Morton gets into trouble. And then my second lean would be the Astros money line. Now that line has come down. It was minus 125 earlier today. As you can see here, it's trended down minus 130 open, minus 125 when I saw it, and now it's all the way down to minus 110. So clearly, there's money coming in on the Mets. Um, I see why that is. They lost yesterday. They've got a really potent offense. I'm kind of looking at the starting pitchers here. I really give Hunter Brown the edge over Tyler McGill. If you look at Tyler McGill versus Houston, he's got a 6.75 earned run. He earned runs per 9, also a 1.5 walk rate. You just cannot walk this Astros team. If he walks them, I do think the Astros can find him, and I really like when the energy that the Astros brought in when they brought up Cam Smith. I think he really brought a good, vibrant, young energy to that veteran laden offense, and I just think over time they're going to be able to find Tyler McGill, and they can get him out of that game relatively within the first 4 or 5 innings. And then I think the Astros offense can just eat on that Mets bullpen later in the game. Mets bullpen right now, really their whole pitching staff, I'm just not really that high on. They've got some injuries. They're going to have to work through some things, and I think there could be some early struggles with the Mets here. So, yeah, give me the Astros. I think they're going to obviously win this series. So I'd like them to take the first 2 games here. Perhaps maybe lose tomorrow. I think they play tomorrow. I have not looked at tomorrow's schedule yet, but yeah, I think these are really good looks. Um, if you guys want to play them, maybe do half units on each of them. But yeah, right now those aren't really plays I'm giving out to my VIP. I'm tracking these on my model, and maybe after the first week, I'll start letting some of these plays go as official. So look, I appreciate you guys joining the show today. For any live updates, last minute plays, and betting insights, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or X. X is where I'm the most active, and you can find me. You can chat with me there. If you want to join my Discord or if you want exclusive VIP plays, join my premium picks with a link below for my top rated bets. Use code NEW, and that'll get you a 3-day free trial and a 50% off 1 month. So just check out the description below. I have all the links to my socials and links to my VIP down there. And that's the breakdown for the day, guys. Let's cash some tickets. If you find this valuable, please smash that like button. It'll help me big time. Subscribe for daily picks and insights, and drop your best bets in the comments. And I'll see you tomorrow.